Hello, I'm reviewing Doctor Strange sequel called Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. What a title for such an underwhelming movie that was with such an ambitious title called Multiverse of Madness. You assume we go really headfirst into the multiverse and it spins us in that nonsense of the madness of the multiverse, right? What's the title like that? You be wrong, you fucking retard. No, what this does is try to tell a grounded story about Drew Strange, who's struggling with the fact that his Christine, his girlfriend, his squeeze from the last film, has moved on due to the events of Infinity War and Endgame because he got blipped away and his girlfriend didn't. So she had to move on without him and get married and and now sucking into some other guy's dick. That's not Strange, basically. Strange is now jealous of this other guy, but won't be honest with his squeeze that he's not happy with his life. This says that he is happy. This basically is trying to do something deep and complex with Strange. When he really runs into this double gainer, this evil doppelganger with a third eye. And this somehow, in the end, after he kills the double game, I guess leads to Strange getting another third eye himself. Strange, from this timeline that we've been following along in the movie franchise, Strange gets a third eye by the end for some reason. Unexplained reason, don't know. It's vague explained. If it was explained. See, it's trying to tell a more grounded story of Strange, but it doesn't want to tell a multiverse story scale of Strange in the multiverse, despite it being called Multiverse of Madness. That's just a false title because the multiverse barely has anything to do with the movie. Sure, the Scarlet Witch is the movie and she could end the multiverse, but it doesn't really focus on that hardly ever. It mostly focuses on America Chavez and Strange randomly hopping through dimensions, and they only end up in like one dimension that's different from theirs, where the Illuminati guards the multiverse is explained in the movie, and the 616. The whole multiverse, including 616, Earth 1 that Strange is from. So, this universe is an adaptation of the 616 comic universe. I didn't know that until this movie confirmed it, because I kind of got that reference and got what this movie is trying to do. This movie is trying to basically say, this is an adaptation of the 616 Marvel original classic universe. Well, that makes me sad if this is the best they got for the 616 universe. The whole universe is a disappointment of the 616 adaptation of Marvel Studio, a live-action universe for 616. And I just found this one. This is what this universe is called. Deadpool and Wolverine called it 616. And also, this was the first movie that called it 616. So, I'm guessing that's going to become a regular thing then. Fuck me. Okay, so is there a universe where the Avengers don't suck? And Doctor Strange is the Sorcerer Supreme? Can we see that universe? Was that Strange? Because I only liked Strange when he was the Sorcerer Supreme. I'm sorry, I don't like him anymore. He's not the Sorcerer Supreme. He's an idiot now. He's not the Sorcerer Supreme anymore. He's just, for some reason, gets that takeaway because of the blip, blah, blah, blah. It's explaining the events of the movie. I know, but I still think it's fucking retarded of the answer of why he's no longer the Sorcerer Supreme. Because saying the movie says he's the Sorcerer Supreme in every other dimension in this app, in the Multiverse of Madness, within the Multiverse of Marvel Multiverse. This is the only Doctor Strange that basically saying is a fucking loser, and that sucks, and doesn't live up to his potential. That's a lot different than Marvel's Doctor Strange from Marvel Comics, who took a long time on became kind of known for becoming the Sorcerer Supreme in Marvel Comics, and kept that title for a long time, more than just one issue, from what I know. Let's just do one story when he's the Sorcerer Supreme, and then when he gets it, and then we'll take it away from him for the sequel. It makes perfect sense. Why give him the Sorcerer Supreme title anyway if you're just going to take it away from him? It just makes sense. I don't know. And now Wong's the Sorcerer Supreme, a fat guy, diabetic-looking fella's the Sorcerer Supreme. Okay, I gotta just say this. I hate Wong. He shouldn't be the Sorcerer Supreme. He's kind of an annoying, pathetic fella in the sequel. He was kind of funny for what little he was given in the first one, but that's because he was given very little screen time. And the first one is just more to interact with characters. He was never given a character. He was never a side character in the movie. He was just like a cameo of a character. It was in a bunch of characters that had a lot of characters in the first Doctor Strange movie I'm talking about now. And the sequel, he's a character. He's a side character. Fuck Wong. I hate him. He's the worst MCU character next to She-Hulk. Oh god, I hate him more than She-Hulk. From what I've seen the She-Hulk show, I hate Wong more than any MCU character. Even Captain Marvel, played by Brie Larson. And even more than the entire cast of the Eternals. That was a letdown, but not as much as Wong being the Sorcerer Supreme now. So this is why I think Eternals is a little better than Doctor Strange than Multiverse of Madness. Because this movie is just stupid on top of stupid. Feels like writing. The sequel to Doctor Strange, called Multiverse of Madness, was Benedict Cumberbatch reprising his role in his second Doctor Strange solo outing. He's fine for what he's given. The cast does a good job for what they're giving. Everyone just good find out what they're giving and wish to shut us a shitty script that feels half-baked, half-put together with rough ideas with some ideas that don't really feel like fully thought out. Like, why do we really need the Illuminati to be in this movie? Do we really need the do we really need the multiverse in this movie as a main plot thread? I get America. Does America Chavez? Why does America Chavez? Do we really need the multiverse and America Chavez to have trouble controlling her powers until the end? Do we really need that character do we need that character study of the character? It's just not interesting because her powers connect to the multiverse, and everything that connects to the multiverse, it seems to just destroy expectations. Audience expectations, including mine. It gets more complicated. Not only America Chavez is connected to the multiverse, but she doesn't dream. That's how she knows she's the only Chavez in the multiverse. Because she can't dream of her past self through the multiverse. Unlike Strange and other people in the universe throughout the multiverse. That just makes sense. Fine. You know they're not going to retcon that anytime soon in the future, right? Marvel? Because they know that's stupid. Or maybe they'll keep it the same forever. Oh, wanna know how she discovers her powers and loses control? Because she got scared by a little bumblebee one day as a little girl and lost her two lesbian mothers due to not controlling her powers and teleporting through the multiverse and hopping through the multiverse and whiplashing through the multiverse powers she has. Is how she lost her lesbian mothers. Yes, they are that. I'm not making this shit up. Sadly. I'm not. Okay? This is all 100% actually happens in the movie. In the sequel to Doctor Strange from 2016. The sequel called Multiverse of fucking Madness. Fuck this movie. This is just fucking retarded. Sometimes this movie's retarded. Writing is all over the place. I guess I could call this a guilty pleasure, even though, I don't think everything with the Scarlet Witch is just cute or scary or stupid, or I don't know. It looks like this movie doesn't know what it wants to do with the Scarlet Witch, or does. It's just trying to, okay, I can see I'm stumbling on my words. Let me rephrase what I'm going to say, okay? Should I give Doctor Strange a 8 out of 10 for guilty pleasure? Above average, even though I didn't care about any of the fucking characters really at all. It's at least not Strange. I don't even care about Strange. I will admit I like the costumes in the movie, especially the one on the Scarlet Witch. Design costume was cool also. Elizabeth Olsen was great as the Scarlet Witch in the movie. She gave a great performance also for what she was given, even though what she's given feels a lot like Lady in the Water writing. At times. This movie feels like M. Night Shyamalan's Lady in the Water writing. And other times it feels like a solid Michael Bay movie. Like Bad Boys 2. Or 1. Called Bad Boys. The first one. With Ron Lewis and Will Smith. Or, yeah, it's like, so it feels like, you know, it kind of feels like partly like prime Michael Bay movies. You know, Michael Bay as best movies ever. Like, it feels like the knowledge of this sometimes feels like Bad Boys 2, but other times it feels like it feels like the writing of, if this movie, Doctor Strange Multiverse sometimes feels like the writing of Bad Boys 2 type of cinematic. Other times it feels like the Shyamalan standards writing levels of Lady in the Water. Do you guys think of this movie as like Lady in the Water mixed with Bad Boys 2 if they fucked and had a baby? And I'm talking about M. Night Shyamalan's Lady in the Water and Michael Bay's Bad Boys 2. I hate one of those movies, that's Lady in the Water, but I like Bad Boys 2 in the first Bad Boys movie. So yeah, I have mixed feelings towards the Multiverse of Madness movie, clearly. Why I'm giving it an 8 out of 10 for a guilty pleasure, even though it doesn't make a fuckload of sense. A lot of sense. It doesn't make a whole lot. sense. Lots of stupid stuff in this movie. I'm sure people tried a lot of drugs before writing the script and greenlighting it. Everyone involved, I can imagine them all taking the heaviest psychedelics or heroin and getting high off their minds. And because none of this movie makes a fucking any sense. What's the fucking point of this movie? I don't know. Marketing for the next movie that they come up with after this one. It's just another commercial movie for them. This what it feels like. It feels like one of those Marvel movies. Another commercial movie is what I'm calling this. 8 out of 10 for a commercial movie. Not a bad guilty pleasure, above average. I recommend this, I guess. Before I go, hit the thumbs up. And hit the thumbs up on my old videos when you check them out. Don't check them out in any specific order. Check them out at your own pace, you know. Subscribe by hitting the bell first. And hit the subscribe button second. And that's how you get subscribed in that order. Goodbye.